This is a car for the classier type of gentleman, not the frat boy who can't be paid to go down on his girlfriend of 6 years. No. When we drove an Aston Martin in Toledo, Ohio, one person knew it was an Aston Martin and wanted to know about this James Bond car sitting here. But he didn't want to know about us. The NA is a small roadster. With a 1.6-liter straightforward dual overhead cam, it sold 40,000 units from 1989 until 1997. The Miata was also derivative of other roadsters, but that was its effectiveness. It had the reverence for classics, but also an inflated sense of its own importance. And that pisses the basic bro off, because here's the negative. Here's the feminine being superior. So, I mean, there will be some bros who buy the NA, but they gotta take electrical tape to the headlights and pretend it's a rally car, or they stance the wheels, or they roll cage it in the absence of autocross. Crippling. $30,000, that's the price of a used Ford F-350 Super Duty. 2015 Subaru WRX. Because I remember this one time, gosh, what was his name? This must have been middle school or early high school. No, it was middle school. And I know his name, but I shouldn't say it. And he says to me earnestly, and in all of sincerity, he asks me, the truth is I didn't know. I didn't know how to act normal. I wish I liked the things he liked. I wish I knew how to like sports. Now no one turns their heads when a Subaru comes rolling down the street. It's a Subaru that has done the seemingly impossible. This is a 2012 Audi R8 V10. Have you ever been to dinner with a shining upper crust human? You know, someone who has, by grasp or genealogy, ascended to a higher caste. I've been to a few dinners like these, and during those dinners I spend time thinking about the architecture of the noble sitting across from me. I look at their watch and I wonder if it's a rich watch, or something strategically bought at Boscov's for the purpose of slumming it with me. Or at least the fearsome 8,000 mark where the power peaks and that hell beast of an engine will be shoving 542 horsepower at me. It twists views and inflates meaning. A lesser journalist would focus on price, but I'm not going to slop around and muck like the rest of those complimentary copy pigs. Audi gave the R8 a facelift in 2014, and they did it to be dicks. Maybe it's Germany's incalculable feud with Italian automakers that makes them force options to standards.
Now, if Tales of Symphonia taught me anything, it's that there are two sides to every universe, and so it is with the universe of supercar enthusiasts. It's this latter type of individual that's more interesting to me, because it's the type of person who will fiercely defend his or her choice in vehicle. It's not unlike being a fan of a sports team, where I and me are replaced by we and us. You're a part of a community now, one that has to field questions from outsiders about how much you paid, and what kind of horsepower that thing makes, and why have 10 cylinders if you're just going to get your license revoked for using them. And then he accompanies her to that art exhibit she's always wanted to go to, the one with the anuses. And he puts up with it because he knows it means a lot to her, and because maybe this means she'll stop passing judgment about how badly he wants to stick it in his own car.